All right, good evening. Today is Monday, January 9th, 2023. This is a regular meeting of the Board of Education. Do I have a motion to open the meeting? Lori, second. Cynthia, all in favor? All right, great. We're going to go into executive session to discuss a legal matter. Back out at 7:30 for the regular meeting. Do I have a motion to enter executive session? Lori, second. Cynthia, all in favor? All right, thank you. All right, good evening again. Once again, it's Monday, January 9th, 2023. It's a regular meeting of the Board of Education. We've already opened the meeting at 7 o'clock. We went into executive session. We just came back from that. We need to close out of executive session. So can I get a motion to close? Cynthia, second. Therese, all in favor? All right, great. So we can move right into our meeting, which is going to be Pledge of Allegiance. This is our next agenda item. Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we'll start out with comments by the board. Lori, you want to go first? Do you have anything?
Just welcoming everyone back to another enriching, wonderful school year. I can't believe that the second marking period is fast approaching, and we're halfway through the school year, entering into third marking period. It seems like time is just flying by. So welcome back, everybody. Happy New Year.
Thank you, Lori. Cynthia, you want to go?
Oh, I thought you were going to leave me for last.
Yeah. I guess I'll go in order.
No, I mean,
yeah,
I guess
Cynthia, all right, Cynthia, you go.
Of what she said, welcome back, everybody. Happy New Year. I hope everyone's had a great holiday and enjoyed it. And I'm just excited what's to come on the projects. It's very exciting. I think the kids are going to really enjoy it and benefit from it.
I agree. Happy and healthy New Year to everybody. I have no other comments, except that I like the agenda as well.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I'm a fan. Well done,
Good
Robin.
evening. Welcome back, everyone. I just wanted to make a quick comment, and that is about our music programs, our arts programs here at Tuckahoe. I can't tell you if anybody gets a chance, and I don't know, Dr. Goodman, if we're playing it on Channel 20. Some people like to watch the television or if it's on YouTube, but you have to watch these concerts at this district. It's unbelievable, and I think anybody in the room that was there would agree with me. It was from the strings. Mr. Tuckahoe is amazing. I mean, we are so fortunate. Mr. Evans, they are two talented men and talented women in this building that really, really put on. I mean, I think you could be down at, the Lincoln Center full on, And so these kids, the talent. So I would encourage anyone, especially any parents out there listening and have younger children that want to do arts. This is the district, I'm telling you. So I want to my comment is to thank all the administration and those music teachers for putting on phenomenal, and we look forward to the spring concerts. I hope more people come, and I think our communication was great for the strings, and then hopefully Mr. Evans too, we can have a great spring concert. So thank you, that's my only comment, and welcome back.
Great, thank you. I was just going to use my comment period to maybe just make a clarification about the progress on the capital project. But I don't want to be redundant, Dr. Goodman. I don't know if you were going to mention that in yours.
Yeah.
All right. So then,
was going to mention it. Well,
okay.
You can mention it.
So then I'll wait to hear what you guys say, and then I just wanted to make sure that we were clear. I know our last workshop last week, I think there was a little bit of confusion for those that may have watched about where our timeline is on the cafeteria. So we got a little bit of a scare last week, but we've kind of gotten to the bottom of it, and I think we're in a better place than we thought. So I'll wait to hear what you guys say, and then I'll jump in if we need to. So I'll just pass it over to you then, Dr. Goodman.
Okay. First, everybody said something, right? We're ready?
Yeah.
Okay,
right.
so first we always start with our student representatives, and we have two great representatives here tonight. First of all, first will come up will be Isabella Bassini. Isabella is a current senior and has committed to Villanova. That's her fall university, and we're very proud of her, where she wants to study international business and plans on studying abroad. Isabella has been an active member of her parish youth ministry program, has volunteered at Habitat for Humanity, and again, a shout out to that club that does so much great work for the community, Hope's Kitchen, and he has helped with COVID outreach for at-risk populations. Isabella is a strong athlete. Those of you, I think everybody knows that, and who have watched her in any of her games. She provides support, encouragement, and motivation for her teammates. She's plays tennis and was co-captain of the amazing girls basketball team and captain of the lacrosse team. Isabella is a National Honor Society member and vice president of the Italian National Honor Society. Isabella will give her school update.
Hello, and thank you to the Board of Education and Dr. Goodman for having me. Today I will begin with a school update, and to begin with, last week our alumni came back for our annual alumni panel. They spoke with the current seniors about their college experience and gave us some valuable insight and advice. Jumpstart Tutoring has started a small group session with our juniors who participated in our free SAT or ACT tutoring program. The GO is in the process of planning a winter snowball dance that will be held on February 3rd from 7 to 9 p.m. in the high school gym. Tickets can be purchased from Ms. Pinto in the main office. Our winter pep rally will be held on Friday, January 20th, where we will recognize our winter athletic teams and enjoy some school spirit. Information for our 7th and 8th grade overnight trips to Boston have been sent home to all families via Blackboard Connect. Our 8th grade trip is scheduled for April 13th and 14th, while our 7th grade trip is scheduled for April 27th and 28th. Should you have any questions, please contact Mr. C. or Mrs. Benedetti. And finally, please be sure to check out the many volunteer opportunities available. The link to the spreadsheet can be found on the THS/TMS website.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Isabel.
Thank you. Very informative. Thank you so much. Our next student representative is Michael Angelo. Michael is a current senior. I'm sorry, Matthew. Hi, Matthew. He's like a great kid, too. I put that out there. Matthew is a current senior and an integral part of our school community. He's very active. He's really a natural leader, and others look up to him. The natural leadership is demonstrated by the fact that he has 2 sports he plays, which is basketball and golf, and also he's a 3-sport varsity player. He's the president of the Stock Club. He's very interested in this. He's also, I just want to give a shout out, taking the Bloomberg course, which he said is very challenging, but he really loves it. And he's a member of Tuckahoe's Athletic Council. He's really a big influence on that, I'm hearing, as well as National Honor Society member. Matthew is committed to helping others less fortunate and has been a member of St. Joseph's Youth Ministry for years, leading clothing and toy drives and working hard for others. He is also a member of the great club Habitat for Humanity, where kids wake up early in the morning on Saturdays and do good work in the community, and volunteers at Hope's Kitchen and the Fuller Center for Housing. Matthew is currently deciding where he wants to attend college next year, but he is interested, as you could realize, for his Bloomberg excitement in that course, in studying economics. We know any schools would be lucky to have him. Matthew?
Thank you and good evening. Thank you, Dr. Goodman and the Board of Education for having me. We will begin with some general athletics before discussing each and every of our winter teams. Each of our fall athletic teams were awarded the Scholar Athlete Team Award by the New York State Public High School Athletic Association. To receive Scholar Athlete Team recognition, the teams must average GPA for 75% of the roster is over 90 or equal to. The Tuckahoe, my best friends, the Tuckahoe High School football standouts, Michael and John Banke, have been named New York State Sports Writer Association First Team All-State Football for Class D. Running back Jason Smith was named the second team All-State and linebacker for the football team for Class C as well. And Thaddeus Carrillo received All-State mention for linebacker. I think next coming Friday, the annual Augie Nordone Scholarship Basketball Games will be held on Friday, January 20th. The girls play at 5 p.m. and the boys will be followed at 7 o'clock. The games will be held at Eastchester High School. Now on to our team recaps. Just now our varsity boys basketball team lost in a nail-biter to Somers. They are currently 4-3. The team on right now in the gym is the JV boys basketball team. And the JV boys basketball team has been doing very great this year. They beat Alexander Hamilton, our league rival, by 2 points on Friday night. The varsity girls basketball team most recently defeated our league rival, Alexander Hamilton, as well. They traveled to North Salem this Friday and Saturday to participate in a tournament. Our newly formed JV girls basketball team continues their winning ways. The team now has a 4-1 record with upcoming games versus Yorktown and Haldane this week. The modified girls basketball is off to a great start with a 2-2 record. They play tomorrow at 5 o'clock versus Peekskill. Our varsity bowling team has been a very successful season so far. They participate in match play at Bullmore every Monday and Wednesday. The boys are currently fourth in the place, and so are the girls. Varsity cheerleading placed first at the Eastchester cheer competition this weekend. They will attend the Mayapack competition this upcoming Saturday. Good luck to them. Our newly formed modified cheer team is registered for their first competition on January 28th at Warwick High School. They have been working hard to get ready for their upcoming competition. Our Pioneer team recently completed their soccer season. The team will now begin the basketball season in early March. Our 2 merged programs for the winter season are off to a great start. Junior Kai Sheffield has been representing Tuckahoe on the Eastchester varsity wrestling team. He is scheduled to participate in the Eastern States tournament at Sullivan Community College this upcoming weekend. This is one of the biggest tournaments in the Northeast, and only the top wrestlers get a bid. Lastly, we have many Tuckahoe students participating on the ETBE ice hockey team. Their next match is scheduled for tomorrow at Mount Pleasant at 8:45 p.m.
Thank you, Matthew. That was very informative.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good job, guys.
Thank you, Matthew and
Thank you.
Isabella. You guys can go now home, and Matthew was telling me what a hard year this is, so go home and study.
Good job,
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you both.
Bye, guys.
Did a
Good
great
job.
job.
Thanks
Great
for
job.
coming.
Well
Amazing.
done.
All right. And now you have your comments by the superintendent.
Yes. Good evening, everybody. As Pete Casson was saying, last week we hosted a Board of Education workshop where we discussed our facilities management and capital projects. Thank you to Ms. Sparks for sharing so much information about the day-to-day work of our district facilities management. Our buildings are in great hands. We also want to clarify some information about the 2021 capital project, namely the renovation of the library and cafeteria spaces at the middle school, high school. Our contractors shared dates for completion that were surprising, to say the least, to the board, Ms. Sparks, and to me. Since last week's meeting, Ms. Sparks and I have had numerous meetings with the team and some phone calls, and the board has gone on a tour. Actually, this is their second tour since our last meeting, which was last week. We are happy to share that the cafeteria should be substantially complete and available to students by the end of January. And I say substantially complete is that we might have some temporary lighting. We won't have all our tables in yet, so we'll have temporary tables, but at least we'll be able to get the kids out of the gym, and they'll see how beautiful our cafeteria is. The library should be substantially complete by the end of February, but we're trying to push that up to mid-February. These dates are closest to the dates we presented at our December meeting, so I apologize deeply for any confusion that our consultants gave us, and I appreciate the board's tenacity in making sure that this project is as complete as we can possibly make it on the timelines I just discussed. When we saw all the great progress we've made over the last few years, we also set a bold vision for what we'd like to take on in our learning spaces. The 2023 capital project proposal was developed by the Facilities Committee to address priority infrastructure issues and consider the scope of the 2021 project in the parts that we were unable to award to unprecedented inflation and supply chain disruptions. So in the new project, why we want to do this project in 2023, here's some highlights. First of all, the college cafeteria renovation is something that we desperately need. And we already have a building permit and can take place in the summer of 2023 if this passes. We're also going to, in the proposal, improve ventilation to allow for better air quality at Cottle and the middle school. So right now, the new parts of the buildings have the new better air quality. We want to make sure the whole building enjoys that. Also, to ensure the preservation of the middle school and high school, the building envelope, it's critical to provide a healthy and safe environment for our students and staff. Now is the time to replace piping and steam traps, preventing the need to do costly repairs in the future. And if you watch the podcast, you'll see some pictures of what our pipes are looking like, and they're really broken and deteriorated. Lastly, construction costs continue to increase. The sooner this work takes place, the lower the cost for the taxpayers. Now, we are communicating this information about the upcoming referendum through various channels. This includes our board meetings, which you can watch on YouTube or on the local channel, or our website, or or on Board Talks. This week, our district released a podcast about the upcoming vote and the scope of our proposed project. We posted this on our website. I sent it in the Tuckahoe Happenings, and it's also on Facebook. There are many different variables and elements that go into this work. I hope the podcast helps to summarize and explain the scope and vision of this work. In future Tuckahoe Happenings, we will focus on the upcoming referendum and provide information about our proposed project. As the Tuckahoe Happenings only reach the school community, we will also be sending a newsletter that will be mailed to every resident in the district. Of course, you can always find information on the website, where a banner is on our homepage, which will take you straight to information about the project. Lastly, we are holding some principal coffees on this, the first one being Thursday at Cottle, and Cottle families will find out about that. In 2 weeks, there will be a high school one. They'll both be in person and virtual, morning and night. And also, most importantly, we're holding 2 town halls. The first one is Thursday, January 19th at 7 o'clock. The people on the panel will be 2 board members to my right and to my left, Laura Banky and Peter Casson, who have been instrumental in this project and have been on the facilities committee all along. 2 of our facilities members, Ms. Sparks, myself. So we will really be able to present on this, and you can bring your questions. But please know you can bring your questions anytime also, because you have access to this on our podcast. I want to take this opportunity right now really to thank the Board of Education, because they have been the main driver of this. Not only are they concerned about the academics in the building, they understand that when buildings are modern and well-functioning and healthy, that all kids learn better, and they have been steadfast in this mission. Thank you to our teachers and staff who have given us the ideas as we work through these different versions of construction, and for their flexibility as we do construction, and especially in the middle school, high school, where we have variations in temperature, where we have leaks, and they have worked through all of this. And of course to the students, because they are incredibly flexible. They still come in with a smile on their face. And they're going to be so excited. As we put in new spaces, we see the smiles on their faces. And wait till you see when this project is finished and this proposed project that's forthcoming. Thank you to our custodians who helped us navigate the process and take care of the faculty issues, the facility issues every day. And lastly, thank you to our families and the terrific Tuckahoe community for their continued support to ensure Tuckahoe leads the way. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Dr. Goodman. Next is comments by our business manager, Faith Sparks.
I'll echo what Dr. Goodman and Mr. Casson said. The library is coming along. The walls are up and the sheetrock is up. We expect concrete to be poured this week on the balcony and the stairs. There'll also be a wood delivery with wood for the learning stairs and wood for some wall paneling and bench seating in the cafeteria within the next week. Most of the tile is done in the library, and we are awaiting some lighting. As far as the HVAC and AC goes, most of the guts are in. We are just waiting for the rooftop units to come in. So once we have a better ETA on those, we'll provide that. And we're just excited and can't wait to get the kids back in there. I'd also like to remind everyone that UPK applications are due this Friday. So if you haven't already done so, get your applications in. If you have a neighbor with a child that's eligible, get them in. And there is information on our website about kindergarten registration as well.
Great, thank you very much, Ms. Sparks. Yeah, so you guys pretty much covered it. I don't need to say anything more other than just want to thank you, both of you, for jumping on this and getting on the back, basically, because we did get a little freaked out last time, and you guys, you really jumped to and got it straightened out, so we appreciate that. Thank you very much. So we're feeling much better today than we did last week, I think. And we did go for a quick tour before this meeting, and everything's looking good. I mean, there's still a lot of work to be done, but I think we're on pace. As long as we get the attendance of the workers, I think we should be okay. So, Yeah, we're excited, very excited about that. All right, so we can move on to our first recognition of the audience for agenda items only. If anyone has anything for the agenda. Ms. Angela, if you want to, do you have any comments tonight? No, so if nobody is going to speak on the first recognition, I'll give you your time if you want, yeah.
Like my son, I need to put this up as well. Good evening. I'm Peggy Angelo. I'm the PTA president. Dr. Goodman and the board, Happy New Year to you all. This is a real quick update on the PTA. We had a well-needed 2 or 3 week break where we didn't have any events. And so now everybody's geared up. Tomorrow night's our first board meeting of the year. 2 things I wanted to bring up, and I think are probably worth, and hopefully we have a lot of people watching, is we have 2 of our biggest fundraisers coming up, and we put on a lot of amazing programs in this district. We try and support people, even those going on the 7th and 8th grade trip, when we can offer, scholarship. None of that is possible without our fundraising efforts. So we have 2 coming up. We have our Pocketbook Bingo, which has always been a huge hit. It's going to be on the 9th of February at the Generoso Pope Building. And then we have our Spring Social, which I'm going to probably come and say it at every meeting. That is on April 28th. That's going to be at the Bronxville Field Club. And again, it is so important that we get people to attend these events because it is our largest initiative. We also take donations. If there are people in the community who have a service, if they own a business, if they could, we've had people give us their houses for a week, where you raffle that off and somebody could go on a vacation. So we will be coming to the community to look for opportunities to be able to sell and raffle some of these things at the event. We also have a Cottle Literacy Night on February 15th. Obviously, that'll be down at Cottle. And then they're also hosting their own PTA bingo with the Cottle kids on the 16th. And that's really it. Thank you for your support always, and I look forward to coming back in a few weeks to give you an update on our other events.
So Peggy, quick question. Literacy Night, what is, can you elaborate on that? Do you know?
It's part of a PARP, which is our Parents in Reading
Okay.
partners. So I think they're trying to, I'm not sure if they figured out if they were going to bring in an author.
Okay.
And have somebody come in and speak.
great.
And it's kind of like a pajama night type thing.
Okay, gotcha.
And then the bingo is Mr. Marash and Mr. K are super awesome in
Yeah,
being
they're great.
participants down there. So
Okay.
I think they're trying to rope them in also to be. And nothing excites Cottle kids more than to be in school all day and then come back at night and you still see Mr. K and Mr. Marash there.
In your pajamas.
That doesn't scream party.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Less at the high school and the middle school of that.
Thanks, Peggy.
You're welcome.
And it's February 15th, so when you come in your pajamas with your kids, you can vote.
Go on the
there you
referendum, exactly.
Yes.
Thank you, Ms.
One-stop
Angela.
shopping.
Appreciate it. All right, let's dive right in. We have a pretty short agenda, which is nice for a change. That's good. So business of the board, approve a tax certiorari. Resolved that in the matter of certiorari proceedings instituted by the Tuckahoe Developers Incorporated Division of Poughkeepsie Shopping Center, affected premises located at 8 Depot Square, Town of Eastchester, and designated as Section 33, Block 9, Lot 1.A. The Tuckahoe Board of Education hereby approves the refund of school taxes in the amount of $26,195.37. Do I have a motion? Lori, second. Laura, any discussion on that? All in favor? Okay. Special education recommendations. Resolved that the Board of Education approves special education placements attached to the agenda and official members of this meeting on file in the district office. Do I have a motion? Lori, second. Cynthia, any discussion on that? All in favor? Great. Approved minutes. Resolved that the Board of Education approve the minutes of the regular meeting of the Board of Education dated January 3rd, 2023. Do you have a motion? Cynthia, second. Lori, any discussion on that? All in favor? Okay, and that brings us, I didn't miss anything, did I? No? Nope. That brings us to our personnel recommendations. Resolved that the Board of Education of Tuckahoe Union Free School District approves personnel action items A through G as outlined below. Do I have a motion? Lori, second. Therese, Any discussion on these? All in favor? Okay. And that brings us to our second recognition of the audience for any items at all. Any takers? No? All right. We can adjourn the meeting. Have a motion to adjourn? Second, Cynthia. All in favor? All right. Thank you very much.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.